Since fighting broke out a year ago, the Ukrainian army has drafted tens of thousands of new soldiers into its ranks. Most had no prior combat experience, so the priority was to train them up quickly to fire weapons and follow orders before sending them off to the front line. It wasn't until recently that Kiev woke up to the need to psychologically prepare its troops for the mental toll of war.
We devote time to teaching how to shoot, how to crawl, how to fight, but we absolutely don't prepare people psychologically. A man can go shoot. He has all his ammunition. His war is starting. But in that moment, he can completely freeze. That's it. He's lost his psychological war, and all the time we have devoted to training him is wasted.
Many soldiers have spent months in combat. More than 6,000 people have been killed, including more than 1,600 Ukrainian soldiers. Sergei was injured in August. He's been back at home for months now. It's quiet here, far away from the bloody front lines in eastern Ukraine. But alone with his thoughts, he finds it hard to cope with what he's witnessed and with memories of the men in his unit who didn't make it back alive.
It sits very heavily on my soul to know they will never come back. And they were all young guys who had lives to live and could have done great things. They had families, small children, and they were the providers. It's hard because it's just heavy on my soul.
Like many soldiers, Sergei says he's not keen to talk to a psychologist about his experiences. There is still a large stigma attached to seeking psychological care here in Ukraine, and a lot of soldiers seem to be afraid that if they do talk about what happened to them on the battlefield, then they might not be allowed to go back. As they lay flowers to honour their fallen comrades, Sergei and his men find comfort in their shared experience. But like many Ukrainian soldiers, they are now battling a new enemy within. Kate Parkinson, CCTV, Ukraine.